Hey, in this video, I'm going to take you through a power funnel that you can use for the SaaS agency that's really going to set things on fire. It's going to really rapidly help you acquire clients, acquire users for your business. And it all happens with this one specific funnel that we use called the ladder funnel. Now, what I'm going to cover in this video is number one, the ladder funnel itself, what's actually involved, what does it look like? The SaaS agency MRR build up, so the monthly recurring revenue, how we build that up. And of course, number three, the core services upgrade that skyrocket our profit margins, all because we're using this funnel system. So first of all, what is a ladder funnel? Well, to begin with, we use the Go High Level SaaS plan. So what we're doing is we're licensing the software, which I'm going to explain in a few minutes. If you haven't seen some of my videos before, what we focus on here is licensing that software to then launch our marketing agency using it, because it makes things a lot simpler, a lot easier, and a lot faster to actually grow. So what is the ladder funnel? Well, first of all, we run paid advertising at a break even or profit with a subscription on the back end. And this is typically what the product structure would look like with a ladder funnel. You've got a $7 intro product. You've got a $27 order bump upgrade essentially. Then we've got the subscription product where the magic really starts to happen, and that's usually about $97 per month. And then we've got a paid trial. You can also do a free trial if you want to, depends what you want. I don't usually recommend free trials at all actually for software or even memberships or subscription products at all, simply because it tends to bring in customers that if they come through paid advertising, it doesn't tend to bring in high converting customers. If a customer comes through free trial organically, that's completely fine. That they're okay because they've sought out your content, they've sought out your work, and they come in and they're a bit more invested in you as a person or as a brand or a business. So I don't mind the free trials for that side of the equation, but when it comes to paid ads, I would avoid free trials unless the only exclusion to this rule is unless it's in a ladder funnel where it features at the very back end of the ladder funnel. So on the right hand side here, all the way over at paid trial. So you can do a paid trial, you can do a free trial. That's the only time paid ads come to a free trial. It basically results in a huge amount of customer service, and it's not the good kind of customer service. So I would tend to typically avoid it. So really what we're looking for is a simple $7 product, usually something that helps other business owners make money. So something really simple. It could be a funnel, it could be templates, it could be any form of program that you've recorded, anything at all, maybe preset ad templates, anything that allows them to actually get some results pretty quickly, or really help understand that you know what you're talking about in this space. It's essentially an intro into your business. The reason we price it at $7 is because it has high acquisition velocity. So if we price the front end product at $27, yes, it will still sell. Yes, it might be a little more profitable. But what I'm looking for across this funnel is I'm looking for the maximum number of people possible hitting that $97 per month page, because that's where we're going to make our money. Now, the $7 is designed to get people in quickly. It's designed to bring buyers in because obviously they've got to buy to get involved. And it also helps and goes that little bit extra to break in the ad spend even. The whole purpose of these ladder funnels is so that we can spend as much money as we want on paid ads without having to worry about it, because the funnel system itself acquires customers at a break even and actually a profit quite often. I'll show you an example that's actually profitable on the front end. This is completely forgetting the fact that it's a subscription product, right, that reoccurs every single month. So if I break even on my month one, I've then got month two, month three, month four, and so on and so on and so on of pure profit. I don't have any cost on it. I don't have any acquisition costs. I'm not having to recoup any investment either. It just resets every single day. The purpose of that $27 product is a speed upgrade. So the $7 product, the idea is like the strategy. How are they going to make money? What's the strategy and process behind how they're going to get the transformation, make money, increase their revenue, increase their leads flow, whatever it may be? The $27 product is designed to speed that process up, or make it easier. So it could be templates, right? If you sell lead generation programs on the front end, it could be templates as an order bump to make it faster and easier to implement the strategies. Then the reason we do that is because it's complementary, right? You get really high conversion rates when it's a complementary product, but again, it boosts the average order value. You can experience 50% of people taking that. In fact, the example I'm going to show you, it was something like 85% plus that took the $27 upgrade, which is crazy. It boosts the average order value sky high. Now, remember, when we're running paid advertising, we're bringing them in for a $7 product. So our acquisition cost reflects that of a $7 product. It doesn't reflect a $97 product or $27 product. It only reflects the $7 product. So we might acquire customers for $20, right? Sounds like a terrible loss, but the average order value of this funnel evens that out. So it breaks even. But we get all this monthly recurring revenue building up with the $97 per month subscription. And that's how it works. And then, of course, the subscription product. So instead of having to create an in-depth subscription product, we use Go High Level, the SaaS plan, to actually offer software, pre-built websites, templates, the works, all within the platform, which you can use too. You can instantly do this using their licensing plan. And that's what we're going to talk about. But that's the beauty. You don't have to actually create that product. It's pre-built. The software has, I think, something like 60 million in funding. It's well proven. It's well used. It works really well, and we can leverage it. That's the beauty. So our fulfillment can be taken care of. And then finally on the back end, obviously, is just a paid trial. It's just to sweep up the last remaining people that might still be interested but didn't want to take the leap on the subscription product initially. So they might want a lower priced paid trial, or they might want a free trial. So that's the scenario. That's the format of a ladder funnel. Now, before we get really into it here, what is this Go High Level? In case you haven't watched my videos, this is the software that we use. We license it as an agency. We become a SaaS agency. So not only are we a marketing business and we provide marketing services, we actually provide software with it through this Go High Level platform, because it allows us to license it. Right? We can basically brand it, white label it as our own software company, and attach it onto our agency and have a really powerful product that's sticky, that has that retention, and allows us to scale. It also streamlines the fulfillment quite substantially. So it's a working solution, 60 million in funding. It, as you can see, there's social proof on the page. It's huge, right? We get to basically leverage that entire platform with no true restrictions on it, really, and white label it as our own. And we pay one fee per month for that, and that's it. I don't pay any more. I don't pay per user. I pay one fee. I think it's like $497 or something, but that's my operating cost. That's it. I don't have fulfillment costs. I don't have contractors I've got to go hire. I don't have to pay 50% of my revenue to contractors. I don't have any of this. And this really makes it quite powerful, because if I scale to 10 users at $97 per month, I'm profitable. I scale to 100 users per month, my operating cost doesn't increase. And that makes it such a powerful business model, especially if you've got any marketing experience whatsoever. To be honest with you, if you have marketing experience, if you're wanting to get into the marketing industry because you see the potential in it, this is probably the best method for both, because number one, it's scalable. Your margins are going to skyrocket. And number two, if you're not too sure about the marketing space, this gives you a secure platform where you know you can deliver results for your clients, because the software is proven, right? 60 million in funding. It doesn't come easy. So it's proven, it's well versed, it works really well, and we can white label this entirely. Now, in terms of how the ladder funnel actually works, here's an example of the calculations that we run. Now, don't get overwhelmed. This is actually really, there's lots of numbers on the page, but honestly, it's okay. It's quite simple once we go through it. Now, what you see on the left-hand side here are mostly prices of products, right? We've got the intro product, $7, like I mentioned before. The typical intro conversion rate is $7. The order bump, $27. The typical order bump conversion rate, 30%. Upsell 1, which is monthly recurring, at $97. The upsell 1 conversion rate of 10%. These are benchmark numbers. Downsell 1, which is a trial, you have a paid trial at $67. Downsell 1 conversion rate, 10%. The service upgrade. So let's say you bring these customers in this ladder funnel, which I'm going to show you, and then you start offering your warm internal audience Facebook ad services, or SEO, or Google ads, or content posting. And let's say it was $2,000 per month you charge for that, right? Or that package, or something similar. So that's a $2,000 per month additional upsell. 2% of the buyers of that $7 product will likely upgrade from your email list, from the internal upsells. 2% is a good running number to upgrade to that service. So that's what we're working with. Now I'm going to assume a standard cost per click of $2.50 USD, and then a monthly ad spend of $5,000. The cost per click depends on the market you're in. I'm going to show you an example in a few minutes, a real life working example where the cost per click was something like $5 or $6. So it still works beautifully here. So I'm going to assume the ad spend is $5,000. So month one, we spend $5,000. That might sound terrifying, but watch what happens here. So from $5,000, we're looking at the top here, you get 2,000 clicks at $2.50 per click. At a 10% conversion rate for the intro offer over here, we get 200 units sold of the $7 product from 2,000 clicks. So 10% at 2,000 is 200. That intro product was $7, so that equates to $1,400 in revenue. We spent $5,000. We're way down here, right? Sounds terrible. The acquisition cost is $25 per customer for $7 product. That doesn't sound sustainable, does it? Sounds terrible. But based on our conversion rates, let's say 30% take the order bump. And again, I'm going to show an example is 80%. So this 30% is really quite feasible. So 30% of the buyers of the intro offer are going to take the order bump at $27. That's 60 people from the 200. That equates to another $1,620 in revenue and total of $3,020. We've spent $5,000, so we're basically down $2,000 at this point. It sounds terrifying, scary, right? Remember, this has all happened within seconds. This isn't weeks or days, or this is seconds. Now, the next stage in the funnel is the subscription product, right? The monthly recurring revenue. And again, we've got a 10% benchmark conversion rate. So from the people who purchased the intro product, 10% are going to buy this at $97. That's 20 people, $1,940 in revenue. And then we're going to have 10% of the people who did not purchase this. So 200 minus 20, that's 180 people. 10% of the 180 people purchased a $67 trial. That's $1,206 in revenue. So before I continue, before I get down to this, what I want to show you is this here, right? So from that product, I have generated a profit of $1,166, right? Just from doing that. I've acquired 200 people as leads, as paying customers, and I've got 20 people on my software on autopilot. I haven't had a single conversation. I haven't had to convince anyone. I haven't done anything really at this point. And I've also built out $1,940 in monthly recurring revenue from this. So next month, I've got, the churn is probably going to be 15%. So I've got $1,940 minus 15% churn, which is like $1,700 or something like that. Next month on autopilot, no cost on that. That comes in again and again and again and again, month after month. So I'm building up monthly recurring revenue with this as well. This isn't just a one-time payment. I don't even really care about this profit. I'm looking to build this number up. Like, that's my empire right there, right? This number here. So as long as that number is zero, I'm doing well. But in fact, we've profited $1,000 acquiring our customers, which is an unbelievable scenario. If you acquire customers for a sticky monthly recurring revenue software offer and you're profitable with that, that's crazy. That's incredibly powerful, because it means we can scale and scale and scale and scale. Now, I did mention that 2% of the buyers upgrade to the $2,000 per month offer, right? This 2% is a small number, but 2% of 200, because we've got the acquisition velocity up here, 2% of 200 is 4 people. That's $8,000 in additional monthly recurring revenue, because that's a monthly service, right? So our total campaign revenue from this whole system, that's one ad campaign over the course of 1 month. This whole system has generated $14,000. Our campaign overhead or ad spend was $5,000. So the campaign profit was $9,166 on acquisition, just on the month one. Most SaaS companies, they bleed in the first few months because they're trying to use free trials. This is a structure you've got to use. The monthly recurring revenue we've built up over that month. So we've not only have we profited $9,000, we've built up $9,000, nearly $10,000 in monthly recurring revenue, of which 85% of that is going to reoccur next month. So I don't have to do anything for that. That comes in on auto, but that auto bills next month. And that's the beauty behind what we're doing. That's why we run these funnels, because it's so, so powerful. You won't believe how scalable these numbers are. But I understand that you're probably saying to me, look, these numbers are too good to be true. I mean, look at the profit. We're stacking monthly recurring revenue here. The monthly recurring revenue is 9,940. The profit is 9,166 here from acquisition, right? And then I'm going to show you this. Well, the standard churn rate before we continue is usually about 15% month on month. So that, to be honest, that's probably towards the higher end, but I like to be safe on it. And that's including credit card declines. You're going to get people who have insufficient funds. You're going to get people that have used a prepaid card or something like that. It's going to happen no matter what you do. There's nothing you can do about it. And if there is, and you know something you can do about it, tell me. I'm all ears. But this is natural, right? That you're going to have this in your business. So we account for 15% churn month over month. If it's higher than that, if it's card declines, then there's not too much we can do. It probably won't be that. But if If it's higher than this, it's likely the product, your offer isn't good enough. You've got to sweeten the deal a little bit and mostly it's to do with customers and using the platform. So we've got to up the engagement rates. We've got to onboard them better to decrease that churn rate down to that 15%. Because at 15%, I'll show you what happens. And you might say these numbers are ridiculous, but again, I'm going to show you a real example in a second. This is the growth, right? So I'm going to completely forget about the core services upgrade. So that $2,000 upgrade, completely forgetting about it. I'm only going to look at the monthly recurring revenue growth, investing $5K in paid ads in a ladder funnel each month with a $97 per month product. Now, on top of that, I'm going to make life even harder for myself. I'm going to assume, you remember the $1,000 profit that we made previous months? I'm going to assume that doesn't happen. I'm going to assume I get zero, nothing. I just break even, right? Just zero, no profit in month one. But I'm going to show you what happens to the monthly recurring revenue, right? Month one, we've got no churn, obviously, because we've got no members or no subscribers at that point, no users. So there's no churn. But we spent $5K and we build $5,000 in monthly recurring revenue. Okay, great. Month two, we get 15% churn. So $750 is lost to churn. The monthly recurring revenue, if we invest $5K again, plus the 5,000 minus 750, that's now $9,250. We now made $4,000 profit without doing anything, right? Just on rebuilds. Then in month three, I get 15% churn on 9,250, 1,387, spot 50. Add 5K onto that, onto the remaining amount. That's $12,862.50 in monthly recurring revenue. Remember, we've invested 5K, so we're now at almost $8,000 in profit that month, still doing nothing. We're not actually servicing those clients because it's software. Month number four, and again, I've not even got the upgrades in here at all. This is just purely monthly recurring revenue. I'm just showing you how powerful this is. Month four, we've got nearly $2,000 in churn. And we have 50 add-on for the 5K investment, obviously, monthly recurring revenue growth. And we're almost at that $16,000 mark, which means we're at $11,000 in profit. I'm talking profit here. I'm not talking the revenue. This is literally the profit. Our ad spend is 5K. We're now at 16,000 in monthly recurring revenue. That's profit. Obviously, you've got your platform cost. I think it's 497 or so. So call it 10,500 in profit. You try and operate any other business model like that, you're not going to hit profit margins like that. E-commerce is not happening. Agency models is still not happening. You've got to run a SaaS agency like this with a ladder funnel to actually achieve this kind of growth. This is the secret behind it. Like, seriously, this is what makes it so powerful. Now, you might think those numbers sound ridiculous. It's crazy. They're never going to happen. Never in a million years. I've never seen anything like that before. This is a real example I'm going to show you. This is actually from our numbers. The subscription is $47, so it's a bit lower, which means our revenue is not even going to be as high. But look at the numbers on this, right? The most important part is the number build up, because this was hyper profitable. I mean, $3,000. I had a 2x return on investment basically with this. So the ad spend here was $3,500 over the course of the week. And we had 520 clicks on this with a $6.73 cost per click. That's sky high. Right? That is super high. It's a super competitive market. That is not a normal cost per click. That's on the really high end. My subscription sales were 32, so I had a 6% conversion rate, because remember, this isn't I'm not doing the intro funnel here. I'm going direct. This is not a $7 product. This was 47. So it's a 6% conversion rate instead of the 15. Probably a little bit lower, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I'm perfectly okay with that, because watch what happens. So I get $2,045 in subscription revenue. Then I also added 8 free trials came in on the back end. I've just added that in there because I don't actually account for that. Usually about 50% of those trials will convert into paying customers, but I'm not going to account for that on this calculation at all. We're just ignoring that. I just wanted to put that out there. Then I've got the templates. So we provided templates with it, full stack templates, and 27 people out of the 32 purchased them at $27, right? That's 84.38%. That's insane. That's mad. To be able to have that kind of upgrade rate is crazy. That's $991 in revenue. Then we've got 11 upgrades, right? 11 people purchased the additional products, which is a $97 standalone product, because I'm doing a slightly revised model here, which I'll cover with you over the next coming videos or so. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that video, because it always helps me guide the content. I try and give you what I think would be interesting for you, but let me know if you think it'd be interesting. Let me know in the comments. But this was a $97 upgrade, and it produced 1,451 in revenue. So my total revenue from that funnel is 4,488, and I've spent $3,500. The monthly recurring revenue built from that, so I've profited there. My monthly recurring revenue is $2,556 because there was a couple that ticked through as well and upgraded. So my profit or loss on the direct funnel was $988. Now, here's something interesting. Remember, I told you here I'm selling, this funnel itself is not selling a $7 product. This funnel is going direct to the $47 per month product. I also added in the annual plans. So I gave them an option. It was either you purchase the monthly plan or you purchase the annual plan. I always thought nobody would ever purchase the annual until I learned my lesson. So I started putting that in there. We got 4 people purchasing the annual plan, which brought in $2,557, bringing my total revenue to $7,000. My profit and loss for this was $3,544 in profit, but I've built $2,500 in monthly recurring revenue, right? This is fantastic. I love this number, but if this was 0, I still wouldn't care because this is the number I care about. As I build that up and up and up and up, it grows, and it's fantastic. Then you come on to the core services upgrades. So you can add in additional services like UpHex, where you can use pre-built Facebook ads integrated into the Go High Level platform, which is on the right here. It's like their services. You can integrate it into the platform and offer pre-built templates. You can build your own marketplace on the platform. So for example, offering different services like Facebook ads or something similar, YouTube ads. You can build your own marketplace so people upgrade automatically while you sleep. You can do lead order forms, the works. I've got videos on that one as well. If you want to know about the lead order forms and how we did that, check out some of my other content on the channel. You can also offer managed services. That's one of the examples I showed you for about $2,000 a month. Facebook or YouTube ads. You could do Twitter management, organic content. Yes, people charge $2,000 a month for Twitter management. It works. So once these people come into your audience, they get value because the software is fantastic. The products we build are usually extremely high value. They're really warm to you. It's a warm pipeline of buyers at this point, and they are quite keen to buy more. So they want to buy more from you. So they will because they know they can trust you at that point. That's the secret. That's why 2% of these people are going to upgrade. And again, that's a good benchmark number. And this is going to skyrocket your profit margins. But that's it. That's how we formulate a SaaS agency. We use this funnel structure to really scale the numbers and scale quickly. And it means, if I said to you, look, you can spend $2,000 in ads this month, and every single day you're going to break even. You're not going to have to wait 3 days for the money to come back and have sleepless nights. No, every day you're going to spend 100, and 97 is going to come back to you. Or 100 is going to come back to you that same day. You say, well, okay, great, I want to do this. But then before you know it, once you see after 1 week of traction that happening over and over, the first thing you're going to say to me is, I want to spend more. I just want to throw money at this because it just builds and builds and builds. And that's the secret. That's how you leverage paid advertising. It's not complicated. It's all to do with this funnel system. That's it. It's just paid ads is just traffic. It's not something to be afraid of. It's just traffic sources. The funnel is where the magic happens. The product stack, the way it flows through, the way the products are stacked on top of each other, that with the monthly recurring revenue element on the back end, that's the secret. That's how you scale. And if you like this content, like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know the type of content you want to see. I'm slowly but surely building subscribers here. And, I hope people get some really good feedback on the content, which is always appreciated. It really helps me keep going. And as I said, any content you want to see, let me know. I'm happy to build it. I'm happy to take feedback. But yeah, like and subscribe always helps me create more content. And I'll see you on the next video.